honored to be up here tonight to talk about somebody that I care so much about, and to talk about the love that she's found that we're here to celebrate tonight. Caroline and I have known each other for our entire lives. We're cousins, and being the only girls on the Casey side, I consider her like the sister that I never had. We've shared countless great memories together over the years. Many of them took place right here in Chatham, coming here to celebrate the 4th of July every year. When we were little, I can remember hours going by, us in the water over at Lighthouse Beach, the waves crashing over us. We were on shore pretending we had just washed up from far, far away and talking to each other in English accents. We thought they were. Just laughing until we got all croomy and our bathing suits were filled with sand. And then there were the parades. Right at the end of Halloween, Caroline and I, in our matching red, white, and blue star t-shirts, both of us with our big frizzy hair, waving the flag, jumping up and down with the excitement of all the noise in the summer and of just being with each other. So as the years went on, thanks to Steve and Jackie, we continued to come to Chatham. I was lucky enough to get to know Caroline's great group of girlfriends, spend many a night at the Squire, party at Lighthouse Beach, and continue to celebrate our summers together. Then a few summers ago, just when we thought our times here in Chatham couldn't get any better, Caroline brought a special someone to 4th of July. And I knew without a doubt that Steve was going to be part of our lives forever. You're messing me up. Now, Caroline never took dating lightly. Along with the sweet, sensitive, fun-loving side, the one we saw last night on the slideshow dancing, Caroline is also determined, ambitious, resourceful, and unwilling to settle when it comes to anything that she's achieving in her life. There's many examples of this that we've all seen. One might be the letter that she sent home from college, maybe one of many, explaining to her parents how important it was for her to go on spring break and relax in the warm weather with friends to get the most from her college experience. Or there's Bob the bouncer over at Squire, who for years now has let us in ahead of the line because of Caroline. She just talks to him and somehow we all get in. And professionally, Caroline has just moved up in her career time and time again over the last years, and it's just so impressive. She is strong-minded and very driven. She holds true to herself, and when it came to meeting someone, she was as determined and resolute as she was about everything else in her life. She knew the kind of person she wanted to meet, maybe even date, even if it meant being very patient. When Caroline mentioned she had met someone, there was no doubt that Steve must be pretty amazing. He was not only everything she had hoped for, but she had found someone who she could see herself spending the rest of her life with. And Steve has so many great qualities, but one of the best things about Steve that we've all noticed and agreed on is how he embraced Caroline's love of her friends. Caroline is a social butterfly. She lives her life in a way that invites other people in, and the bond she forms with her friends lasts a lifetime. She has had a lifetime of making memories, whether it's the Walpole crew, there's a ton of you here tonight, or Fairfield, or down in New York. Her love of friendship is remarkable. She has brought more people together than anyone I know. Just looking around the room tonight, we can all probably find at least one friend or one loved one that Caroline has brought into our life. When Steve came along, he not only appreciated Caroline's love for her friends and considered them part of his life, he somehow made her shine even more amongst everyone she knows. Steve has a funny, kind, gentle way about him that makes him one of the warmest people I know. He's easygoing, and he's very huggable. He's the perfect match for Caroline, and they absolutely bring out the best in each other. The way Steve looks at her is something you can only wish for with people you love to find someday. I know you will have a long, happy life together. So here's to Caroline and Steve on your first day as husband and wife.